Stephan Haluska here from CoolCleveland, and I'm at Forest Hill Park in Cleveland Heights, at a bit of an unusual part of the park, where this building, this structure here, is going to be lit up with a multimedia performance. And I'm talking with performance director Matt Kiroff and performer Jenna Barvitski. And so what is the name of this performance?
The name of the performance is Fugue State, Modern Music, Art, and Dance in the Woods, and the name of the group is the Pith and Root of Sleep, and we've been doing multimedia performances in Cleveland and Detroit since 1997.
So multimedia, what kind of artists will be involved in this?
We have a performance artist named Christine Lewis who goes by Fleur Elise as a performance art name. She also plays with a band called Cigarette Playdate. We have two dancers, one from Detroit, Rachel Ann Harbert, and one from Cleveland, Irene Honora. Irene Honora plays with the Movement Project, and Rachel Ann Harbert is with a number of dance companies in Detroit. And we have a whole host of musicians. Some of them are classically trained, and some of them are jazz trained.
I think one of the really interesting things about performing improvised music is you really never know what's going to happen. It's very much a present moment experience. So all of the musicians who I've worked with through Matt and the Pith and the Root of Sleep, we kind of collect information on the spot about what is happening in that moment. So you're being influenced by the other musicians who are throwing ideas out there. Usually there's a philosophical guideline or idea behind the piece and what we're trying to to get across to the audience and also to the other performers. And then one of my favorite things about performing with Matt is he is very interdisciplinary. So having dancers who you are interacting with their movements and making the music that they move to. So it's and then obviously the space that's created and the art that you're surrounded by.
So we all represent different arts and different different disciplines. I've done the visual art for this particular performance, although sometimes I have guest visual artists. I did these plexiglass paintings, and part of the idea of the plexiglass paintings is to show the dichotomy between the natural world and the artificial world. So we have acrylic and plexiglass, and with the mannequin polyurethane, and all this beautiful natural stuff, which is supposed to be symbolic of the contradictions and dichotomies that we have in our subconscious as we try and navigate the world in a sometimes very artificial and strange environment. So I tried to get both worlds represented in this environment, and that's the idea between the bright artificial materials and colors against the very beautiful natural setting. So for this work, I'm the visual artist, and that's my main contribution.
Talking on the topic of environment, how'd you come to selecting this space?
This is really important. When I was a student at the Cleveland Institute of Music, which is just up the street, we would often feel very sort of stressed out and overworked sometimes and sort of overly committed to our careers and to school and to the professional world, so we would want to escape. And we would come up here to escape and to live our real lives. We felt that our real lives came in the in-between places of our work. And that's where the really sacred, beautiful parts of our life would happen, the parts where you meet somebody you didn't know you were going to meet, or you take a random road trip to the desert at the spur of the moment. It's where we came to escape and discover what life was really about, and this is the first place we came. It has a sacred resonance for me and the other people who are going to be here.